Hello and welcome to another speaking practice video by Johnny IELTS. So today I and Miss Trúc in class IELTS 43, we are going to do our speaking practice. So here, let's do speaking part one first, okay? So part one, there doesn't seem to be like anything new or anything too weird about it. We can go all the way back to, why can I scroll? Can I go to home, please? So side panel, yes. Okay, so here, if I move all the way back to part one, you can see that, right, 150 from something, it's like the end, but there are a few new ones. So, Mr. Let's do 155 about saying thank you. You know, Vietnamese people don't often say thank you. It's weird, right? And when I say thank you to someone, they are surprised, you know, and they told me that I did not need to say thank you to her or to him, you know. I think it's just culture. So, Mr. What would you feel when others say thank you to you?
I think it's quite it's I think it's quite normal
Hmm.
because when you say thank you to other, it's necessary because you show um your mm,
You show your gratitude.
your
Cái sự mà biết
gratitude.
ơn. So basically, you show your gratitude to people or to
Yes,
others. All right. So lòng biết ơn, gratitude.
yes, to
You show
show
your
your
gratitude to others.
gratitude to others, and that's made your relationships become more better
Yeah,
because
it better our relationship.
they know that you value what they do for you.
Mm, exactly. So do people in your country often say thank you?
I think it's not a thing that people in my countries often do. Uh, some people think that if they say thank you, it's a bit shy when they do that. Instead of that, they usually do the same the same with people who help them as another way to show
Gratitude.
their gratitude, because say thank you sometimes feel more distance between people.
Okay.
As yes, for example, um, I don't usually say thank you to my friends when they help me. Uh, I think it's a bit distance when I
Mm,
say it. Instead of that, I help them, and we we both know uh, that we dispatch each other and show our
we respect
gratitude.
each other.
We respect each other and always are always willing to support each other.
Very good, very good. So, have you ever sent a thank you card to others? Like a card that you can write with your own, uh, you write on it with your pen or pencils, just to say how much gratitude you have towards the others, to say how much gratitude you have towards someone. So once again, gratitude, it's gratefulness or gratitude, same thing. Gratitude. 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 Or gratitude. It's the same as gratefulness. Gratefulness. Sự biết ơn. Lòng biết ơn. So, have you ever sent a thank you note or a thank you card to others?
Those I don't usually do that, but I have sent a thank you card to a a person who older than me um, as a thank you, without saying directly, because I think it's more formal and it's easier for me to do that. Yes, because I'm a bit shy when saying that directly. Uh, and when people do a grateful help for me, I think send a thank you card and uh, give them a gift is a good way to show my gratitude.
Mhm. Good way to show your gratitude. Very good. So, do you think it's necessary to say thank you? If people don't say thank you, how would you feel? It's like that, the question is like that.
Uh, i- Saying thank yous is a normal way to show your respect to others in
Respect.
this
Respect.
res- respect to others in this current world. And I agree that it is necessary to do that
Hmm.
with persons who you don't truly familiar. Um, your can your relationship with them some uh is um is normal, such as a colleague or a friend, and um saying thank you is not happened. Is you it isn't
It doesn't happen
isn't
often
common
enough.
isn't common for uh people who are uh close friend. Yes,
Hmm.
instead of that,
I haven't seen close friends saying thank you a lot, not at all.
uh, no, I don't think that in my experience, I don't do that. It's I think people do more than say when they are best friends.
When they are best friends.
Yes, when they are best friends.
I see. Okay. I think we can try another one that I wouldn't. I would go to part two and part three. So let's look at the new topics. We can try them. Hmm. Let's try 229. Describe an important river or an important lake in your country. So once again, so what is differences? What's the differences between rivers and lakes? So rivers are, how can I say, movable. They are movable water. Lakes are immobile water. So they don't move anywhere. But rivers, they move they move the water to the ocean. Hồ thì nó sẽ đọng lại cái nước, nó không di chuyển. Còn sông thì nó di chuyển cái nước đó ra đại dương, ra biển. So describe an important river or lake in your country. You should say like what this river is called, where it is located, how big or how long it is, what it looks like, and why it's important. And explain why it's important. In part three, do you think rivers attract tourists? I think it's better to describe like the culture that goes along with rivers. Like, for example, the boat culture, văn hóa của cái thuyền bè, the boat culture, and the culture of the people who eat, who live there, who eat there, who do their businesses there on the water, you know. So it's different. So there are a lot of floating market, chợ nổi trên nước. There are a lot of floating water along, what is it called? The Mekong River, sông Cửu Long. And of course, đồng bằng sông Cửu Long, it's the Mekong Delta. Tại sao là delta thì nó có hình tam giác? It's a delta because it has a triangular shape. A triangular shape, một cái hình tam giác, ba góc. All right. Why do some people like water sports? Like, Mr. Can you name a few water sports? Like sports that people do with water, yeah?
I think that water sports,
Sports, yeah.
some sport, such as water.
Of course, swimming.
Water, swimming, kayak.
What is Kazakh? What is Kazakh? Moment. Yes. Wait, kayak, right? You mean kayak? I think kayak is the right word. Kayak. It's kayak.
Kayak.
Nó gọi là môn chèo thuyền ta. Okay, so you have to row the boat. You have to row. So you have to row, chèo. You have to row the boat.
Yes. Scuba diving.
Scuba diving, it's basically it's swimming and diving with the help of oxygen tanks. Lặn có bình dưỡng khí. Surfing.
Yes.
Surfing. Lướt ván. Lướt ván không ta? I don't do sport that much, so I don't know that much about sport though. Okay, so, but the questions say, why do people like water sports? Is it because they like water? Or is it because like they don't like the thing that's going on the ground? They like to play sport on water or something like that, or in water. Could be. Why should children learn to swim? Of course, very obvious question. Are there applications of lake or river in human transport? So it means, how do we apply lakes and river to transport humans? Like, for example, boats, ferries. So boats and ferries. Có những ứng dụng nào của sông, ngòi hay là hồ dành cho chuyện vận tải con người không? So it means that how can we use rivers or lakes to transport humans to maybe wherever they want to go to, you know? Or, you know, in some very cold countries where rivers become ice, you know, they froze. So basically frozen water. So people can ski. People can ski on the surface of the frozen water so they can get to wherever they want. That is also an application of lake or river in human transport, you know. You can talk about that. Do you think that human activity is posing a threat? So to pose here means to cause. To pose a threat, it means to cause a threat. Trường hợp này cái chữ pose này nghĩa là gây ra một nguy cơ, pose a threat. Do you think that human activities is posing a threat to the rivers and oceans of the world? It's obviously a lot of things. You can think about causing pollution. You can think about illegal fishing with electricity. Câu trộm bằng điện, câu cá trộm bằng điện. Well, they use electricity a lot to kill off the fish in the whole region, you know. Giết hết cá trong nguyên cái vùng luôn bằng điện nha. Ác lắm. So, of course, a lot of fish, they just die. A lot of these creatures, they just die. Not just fish, a lot of things. Think also about pollution. Think also about còn một cái hoạt động nữa mà người ta ít nói đến, đó là khai thác cát. So basically humans, we gather sand for construction of building. We gather sand for construction of buildings and bridges. Of course, that can cause a threat to the riverbanks. Những bờ sông nó bị sụt lở. So basically, riverbanks can become eroded. They can become so eroded, you know, erode or erosion. We can talk about that. And also think about human waste, rác thải, chất thải con người, of course. Those things. Okay, you have some time now. Okay, Mr. Please describe an important river or an important lake in your country.
Okay. I would like to mention a river that comes to my mind first is the Mekong River, which flowed through several countries, including Vietnam. As I remember that this river located near Mekong Delta, the last the largest
One of the largest delta, largest region.
The largest rice generally in Vietnam.
Nó là cái vùng
This
trồng
river
lúa. It's one of the biggest rice. What?
rice
Rice
granary.
field. Say again.
Rice
What were you
field.
talking about?
Rice granary. Granary. Vựa lúa.
Granary. Yeah, granary. Vựa
Granary.
lúa.
Yes.
Granary. I think nary with an e, right? Is it granary? Okay, I was right.
Granary.
Granary. It's granary. Granary. Very good. Vựa lúa. Oh, it's a large building for storing grains. Cái chỗ đấy mà nó kho lúa, kho lương thực. Okay, so the Mekong River is one of the biggest granary.
Yes. This river plays an important role in our country's agricultural economy because it provides water and aquatic resources. I don't know exactly its size, only that it's very long and wide as it splits into 9 branches before flowing into the sea. Besides that, the Mekong River's ecosystem is extremely diverse and brings diverse and brings rich life to people living there.
All right. So that's why it's important, right?
Yes.
Okay, so do you think rivers attract tourists?
I believe that river can attract several tourists, because they often have beautiful scenery and cultural significance. Many people enjoy um, explore uh, new landscapes, such as um, rivers and place outdoor activities, which help them to uh, be closer their nature, the nature,
Closer to nature, closer to nature.
closer to nature. For example, fishing, uh, or simply relaxing by the water area. Some famous rivers also link with history, which makes them even more appealing to visitors who want to discover the uh, the history of our country.
Mhm.
Besides that, uh, um, people who live in big cities may feel may feel one may feel uncomfortable and want to unwind, want to go some place far away from their homes, uh, and enjoys the new atmosphere of
And enjoy the new
fresher
atmosphere.
a new a new and fresher atmosphere with their family members, especially they can express their children's
Mhm.
about about their ecosystem, natural ecosystem around around them, because it's hard for people to especially children to know that if they just in their area where was covered by contrast building,
Discover what?
by contrast buildings, những cái tòa nhà bằng bê tông đó thầy.
Concrete building.
Contrast building.
Concrete.
Contrast building.
Concrete building. Concrete buildings.
Contrast buildings.
Like very
Yes.
concrete buildings. Okay, so why do some people like water sports?
Some people enjoy water sport because they are exciting and refreshing.
Mhm. Sure.
Water areas um, usually create feelings of freedom
A
when
sense of
people
freedom, right?
a sense of freedom when people can see a beautiful landscape and enjoys fresh air. Activities like surfing, swimming, or kayaking give people a sense of adventure and also um, helps them close to nature, especially when people immerse themselves in the water, can also reduce stress and make people
Feel more at peace for
relaxed,
themselves, right?
feel relaxed. Yes.
Make people, they can basically make people feel at peace. Cảm thấy yên bình. They can make people feel at peace. Why don't I use the word peaceful here? Because peaceful is an adjective that describes a situation or a place. It doesn't describe how people feel, you know. Cái chữ peaceful và chữ nó không có nó là tính từ chủ động, nó thể hiện cái trạng thái, không phải trạng thái mà là cái bản chất sự vật sự việc nó mang tính yên bình, nhưng mà mình đang nói về cái cảm giác, cho nên phải là feel at peace, phải là feel peaceful, you know, I think, to make people feel at peace. All right, so why should children learn how to swim? You know what happened to many children? Sometimes you hear them that they drown to death. So basically, they drown themselves, they drown to death. So you look at the word drown as a verb. You can see verb to drown is to die by being unable to breathe underwater, chết đuối, or to cause a person or animal to die like this, làm cho nó chìm chết, nhấn chìm hoặc là chết đuối. So basically they drown because they cannot swim. So you heard about those stories. So why should children learn to swim?
Yes. In my opinion, children should learn how to swim for several reasons. First, is a very important life skill. Water is everywhere in our countries, in river, lakes, swimming pools, and especially in coastal countries, coastal areas. If children know how to swim, they can secure themselves in dangerous situations and reduce the risk of drowning, which is unfortunately quite common nowadays. Secondly, swimming is a wonderful sport. Have children to have children stay healthy and keep them fit. You know, nowadays many children are obese because they just they don't they don't have many outdoor activities. They just focus on studying, and it's hard for them to have a chance to use their energies like other children who live in countryside. So swimming is a wonderful way to help children develop stronger muscles, keep them fit, um, improve their breathing.
Breathing.
Their breathing. Yes.
Improving their breathing. Là cái D mà để cái răng, để cái lưỡi đằng sau răng cửa. Breathing.
Breathing. Breathing. Breathing.
Breathing.
Breathing.
Breath. Breath.
This is breath.
Breathing.
Breathing. Breathing.
Breathing.
Ting. Cái chữ D này nè.
Breathing.
D ngược này nè. Để cái răng cửa, để cái lưỡi đằng sau răng cửa. Đọc cái D ra. D. Breathing. Giống như this, that, these, those, them, then. Breathing.
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 Breathing. All right. What would you say about breathing?
Essays improve their breathing, have their health. This is unlike some other sport. This is gentle on the body, but still give people a significant workout. Yes, because I think swimming is a sport that consumes a lot of energy.
Of course, it does consume energy, but it does not cause injuries, right? Nó không có gây ra chấn thương.
Yes.
And it acts on your whole body actually. Nó đánh vào cả cơ thể luôn á. Right, so talking about that, are there applications of rivers or lake for human transport or in human transport? Any application?
Oh. Right. I think that there's some the light and rivers can play an important role in human transportation, especially in regions where a road or rail networks are not well developed, such as coastal area which near river and lake. For example, large lakes allow people to travel by boats or ferries, which can connect towns and village around the lake. This is often cheaper and sometimes faster than going by land because people when monitor their personal vehicles on the road which on the road which separated by a lake or a river is consumed them a lot of time because they have more mm, mm, more more quãng đường đó thầy, quãng đường
The distance.
a longer
A long
distance.
distance.
Yes, a longer distance.
Đoạn đường, quãng đường.
Instead of that, yes, a longer distance. Instead of that, using boats or ferry, considers as another way that serves as a shortcut when people can directly travel from A to B. Yes.
Wow.
From A pole to B pole. Besides of that, using lake or river for transport is often considered more environmentally friendly since water transport usually consumes less fuel compared to trucks or airplanes, which can release more
emissions. They can release more emissions.
Emissions, which cause pollution.
Xả nhiều khí thải hơn. Yeah, but actually, that's the reason why shipping containers, the shipping industry, they use boats, like large boats for transporting goods. They use large boats for transporting goods, between countries. There's a reason why, because it's cheaper, if you transport with airplane, that takes much more money to do so. It's faster, yes, but it's very expensive. That's why people use large boats, All right, so anything else? Do you think that human activity is posing a threat to the rivers and oceans of the world?
I believe that humans' activities have a serious impact on rivers, and oceans of the world. One major problem is pollution. Yes, for example, factories sometimes release untreated wastewater into rivers, which contaminate the water and uh, harmed uh, water life. In addition, because these wastewater from rivers will flow into the sea, so it also um, cause problems in a in a bigger scale.
In a bigger scale.
Yes, people. By the in addition, people often grow plastic waste or garbage into rivers, which makes the water dirty and unsafe to use, especially for people who live near river areas who usually use river water instead of bite water. Another
Well,
issue is another issue is construction projects, which also pose a threat when, for example, building dams or hydropower plants can destroy the natural flow of rivers. It can
very good, very
change
good.
the
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
yes, it can change the balance of the ecosystem and affect water livings. It's because several human activities which affect negatively in rivers and oceans of the world. So this also harms people's lives.
Wait. Also harm people's lives. Mình phải âm tính lại cái đó.
Also harm
Also harm people's lives.
also harm people's lives in the long term because uh, because because nature and humans have close connections which which affect each other.
Which affect each other. Yeah. All right, good. Okay, that's 229. Let's find another topic here. Okay, I think 228 can be quite reasonable. Let's do 228. Describe your favorite food at a traditional festival or a special event in your country. It has to be your favorite food, okay? So what the food is, how it is made. This is hard. How it is made. At which traditional festival or special event you eat it, and explain why the food is your favorite. And then you have part 3 also. What are the signature food in your country? Cái thức ăn mà gọi là điển hình mà giống như là signature luôn á. Những cái món nào mà nó là đỉnh nhất trong đất nước bạn, nó là signature luôn á. So a signature food is the signature food is the best one. The best one a place has, or the best one the country has to offer, you know. So what's the signature food in your country? You can talk about any of those food you know. Also try to talk about why it's a signature food. Is it that good? how long it takes them, or how long it takes people to cook it. And also try to talk about in what occasions people can eat it. Why is it so famous? Why is it signature? Okay, is international food popular in your country? Of course, we can talk a lot about Korean, Chinese, Japanese, Filipinos, Malaysian, European, African, American food, something like that. Is it popular? And why is it popular? Is it accepted by all segments of the population? Nó có được chấp nhận bởi mọi phân khúc của dân số không? Do you prefer international food or local food? So this question regards you, but you can also talk about the reason why you prefer it. Talk about the price, talk about the availability of that food, because not all the time you can find international food, you know. So, like for example, it's hard to find good Indian food in Saigon that doesn't cost an arm and a leg. Một cái thành ngữ is an idiom that means that something is super expensive, you know. You can talk about like availability of that food. You can talk about like whether that food is authentic enough, or is it fake? You know, sometimes the taste is not the same as when you eat it in their original country, you know. Người ta phải đổi vị cho phù hợp với lại địa phương hơn. They have to change taste. They have to adapt. They have to adapt the taste to suit the locals, you know, in order to sell. Để bán được. In order to sell, they have to do that. Talk about how, okay, so how has food trends changed recently? Những xu hướng về thực phẩm đã thay đổi thế nào gần đây? You can talk about like the trends of people eating skewer. Skewer is a long pin metal or wooden pin used for holding to get a piece of food. You know, skewers. Những cái que xiên á, những xiên que là xiên bẩn, you know, những xiên que. So basically, there's a trend of people eating skewers recently. I have seen it, and also people eat a lot of street foods these days. A lot of street foods, and so far, people still drinking a lot of bubble tea, or trà chanh giả Tây là gì nè? What was that called? Lemonade made from cái trái chanh nó từ cái vùng nào của Trung Quốc ta? Where's that lemonade come from? Which region of China? I forgot.
Chanh gọi là chanh nước hoa, nhưng mà em không biết là
Yeah,
chanh
perfume. It's like perfume lemon, I think.
của tỉnh Quảng Đông.
I have no idea what it is.
Quảng Đông. Em mới vừa search.
Quả gì?
Quảng Đông á, Quảng Đông Trung Quốc hả thầy?
Quảng Đông đó.
À,
It's khoăn
Sang Đông hả? Đọc là Sang Đông.
Sang Tông. Is it called Sang Tông, right?
Sang Đông. Sang SH SHA. Sang Đông. Đờ.
Okay, Shandong.
Yes.
Okay. It's the lemonade coming from Shandong province. I mean, that trend has already subsided for, I think, last year. Cái trend nó subsided rồi, nó đã bị chìm xuồng rồi đó. Subsided trends can probably recur or reoccur if you want to. Nó xuất hiện lại. Some trends can actually reappear, you know. So you can talk about that. So, okay, next one. How has technology changed the way people make food? Think of how we are using a lot of air fryers these days, you know. Nó gọi là gì ta? Lò chiên, nồi chiên không dầu. So air fryer does not use oil, no oil. And then, of course, air fryer makes the food healthier. Doesn't mean that it tastes better, okay? nó không có taste better đâu, nó chỉ có là healthier thôi. And
it's more it's more chewy. It's more chewy
yeah, it's
when
more
you use air fryers.
exactly. And
Yeah.
also think about the fact that people these days, they use a lot of microwave. They use a lot of microwave oven, you know, to
It just
to heat up the food. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just more convenient, but
Of course.
it's not delicious when you use microwave to heat some
Leftover food.
kinds of food. Yes.
Leftover foods, những thức ăn còn thừa, còn dư lại, to heat up leftover food. Yes. However, technology also changed the way we make food somehow too. What's it called? These days, people can use induction stove instead of like gas stove. Thay vì là bếp gas, ta xài là bếp điện. Induction stove, they use induction, you know. Stove top. These things, induction stove top. And this technology is actually safer to use compared to the traditional gas stove. Of course, it's safer to use, and they actually save electricity because why? The electricity is concentrated into the pan. It doesn't dissipate as heat that much. Dissipate as heat. Nó không có bị tán ra với dưới dạng nhiệt. It doesn't dissipate as heat as often, as much as when you use gas stove. Nếu em dùng lửa đi, dùng bếp ga đi, thì đương nhiên cái nhiệt nó thoát ra nhiều. But if you use an induction stove, it actually doesn't dissipate that much heat. Or you can use, what's it called? Magnetic stove top. I don't know what it's called.
Bếp từ.
This is induction là công nghệ mà nó giống như là bếp nhiệt á.
Bếp từ.
Nhưng mà nó có một cái công nghệ nữa, đó chính là cái bếp từ. I think magnetic, I think. I'm not so sure how exactly English. Okay, give me AI. Induction cooktop. It's called this induction cooktop, induction cooker, or induction stove. I was right. Bếp từ. But of course, induction stove, you can cook your food very quickly. But the problem is you cannot do some tricks with that. Like, for example, you cannot, how can I say, bake bread on it. You cannot do barbecue on it, you know. Like, for example, nó một cái tricks mà gọi là dùng cái bếp ga. Ví dụ em hơ cái bánh mì trên đó, nó sẽ rất là giòn ngon luôn nha. Nhưng mà cái bếp từ không làm được vậy. Hoặc là không thể barbecue đồ trên đó được. You know, you cannot barbecue things on induction stove, I think. Or maybe I'm wrong, I'm not so sure. All right, so let's focus on 228, okay? All right, please. Can you describe your favorite food at a traditional festival or special event in your country?
Yes. The dish which I love the most during traditional festivals is bánh chưng. This food is not only delicious but also culturally meaningful, and
Okay.
as it symbolizes the earth where Vietnamese people have farmed and cultivated for generations.
Mhm.
The waste uh, um, is is always happened in Vietnamese Vietnamese festive Vietnamese dish Vietnamese meal in
In
Lunar
traditional
New
Vietnamese meals,
traditional Vietnamese meals in Lunar New Year's, one of the biggest festivals in our country.
I
The
agree.
way the way to make this dish is quite simple, using just sticky rice, pork belly, mung beans, and common seasonings, which are available. Everything is carefully wrapped in banana leaves and then boiled for at least 12 hours. I extremely like this dish because it's not only but
Tasty.
also
Not only
taste,
tasty.
tasty. It's, it can also be eaten together with many other Lunar New Year dishes, uh, creating a wonderful harmony. It is becomes a memorable dish in our life, and I believe that in our memories of several Vietnamese people.
All right, so that's why that food is my favorite. Yeah? Okay, very well. So, what are the signature food in the country?
This is in my countries because our traditional cuisine is very unique and various. So there are several signature foods. For example, phở, bánh mì, and spring rolls, uh, which very common and popular not only in Vietnam but also all around the world.
The world, all around the
The
world.
world, the world. That's appeal many French um, tourists who come to Vietnam and enjoys Vietnamese food. But in international food,
The national food.
international food, now plays a important role in our country's cuisines, but it cannot uh, replace the broad of traditional ones
Mhm.
because people still love and find a memorable flavor in each dishes. Sometimes, sometimes in trying French dishes just for a chance, but people still uh, eat their food, the traditional foods that prepare by themselves at home as
Mhm.
a routine. It's not only um, not needs money saving, but also maintained traditional cultures, maintained cultures of
Maintain
Vietnamese people,
cultures.
maintained cultures of Vietnamese people for generations.
I see. So is international food popular in your country?
Yes, I believe that international food is become more and more popular in Vietnam, especially in large cities such as Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh, because the globalizations that provides better opportunities for people can use foreign
For people
food,
to use.
for people to use foreign food, which come from all over the world. For
World.
its
I'm
over
over the world.
over the world. For instance, people can easily find a Korean BBQ restaurant, Japanese sushi bars, or Italian pizza place in
Pizza nha.
pizza or
Pizza.
yes, Italian pizza in in big cities. Many fast food chains growth like KFC, MC Donald's, and more and more. Them are becoming popular and expanding quickly.
Expanding quickly, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay, very well. Anything else?
Young people enjoy international food
International food. International what?
international food because they feel modern and different from traditional ones.
Agreed.
Yes. I believe that young generations love experience new things, especially in uh, cuisine, uh, cuisine's experience. However, in rural area, people still refer local dishes, repair their meal by themselves, since they are cheaper and more familiar, especially for old people who just want to enjoy something that are familiar with their routine's flavor.
Okay, so do you prefer international food or local food then?
We
And
from
why would you not prefer it, or why would you prefer it?
personally, I love both international foods and local foods equally because each each of them have their own unique flavor that appeal people in their own way. Mm, for example, Vietnamese dishes often use a lot of fresh vegetable, so they are light but still very tasty when combined with uh, other meat and sauces. Eating local food also makes myself feel more connected to my cultures and family traditions. And my lifer also is familiar to these kinds of food. However, I also can enjoy international food when I go out with friends and when I want to try something new to change my meal.
Say what? So you said that when you want to change your
my meal.
I think the right word here is to change the mood or to change the taste, I think.
To change the taste.
Yeah, because
Okay.
sometimes we do not like to repeatedly eat the same thing, so we change the taste, I think.
Yes, to change the taste. For example, my favorite international food is Korean dishes. I think that their flavors is quite close to Vietnamese people flavor.
Mhm.
But
I think
it's
the right
also
word here is not flavor. The right word here is a taste. Cái khẩu
taste.
vị hay là cái gu nó là cái taste. Còn cái chữ flavor nó chính là cái vị của một thức ăn nào đó. Cái từ đúng là taste nha. So it has to fit the Vietnamese taste. To fit
Okay.
the taste of the local people, I think that's the right word.
The taste. Yes, fits the taste of the local people. So I think that sometimes when people want to try new things or want to change their task, they can't go out for international food. It's seems a great idea.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So how has food trends changed recently? What do you think?
Food trends in Vietnam have changed quite a lot in recent years.
Mhm.
Yes. In the past, most people ate meals prepared by themselves at home every day. But nowadays, many prefer dining out in restaurant or food store, especially young people who have who spends less time at home than public place. They extremely like modern food, for its which is trending or viral on social media platforms. It's become a must-try food that people are fear of missing out. So they think that they have to try it at least once to keep uh, updating, compare with others. For example, bubble teas and coffees with several flavors are becoming popular nowadays. It becomes trendy combining Vietnamese ingredients with Western, with French styles
Foreign
and
style. Yeah.
foreign
I think
style.
there's something
Yes,
called we call a fusion. There's something called fusion style. Nó phong cách mà gọi là hòa trộn,
a
phong
fusion
cách
style.
hòa trộn giữa các nền văn hóa.
A
It's
fusion
called
style.
fusion style these days. So
Fusion
basically we have
style.
fusion restaurant Có những cái nhà hàng người ta gọi là fusion restaurant, you know. So they have both Eastern, Western, where they have Middle Eastern, Indian, and a lot of different cultures. They can fuse them, you know. It's called fusion restaurant. And they follow the fusion trends, you know.
Another big change is the role of food, healthy food,
Mhm.
which allow people to um, to stay healthy. Besides enjoy delicious dishes, many vegetarians and organic food is gaining popularity.
Okay.
That's quite different from the past when um, people the first thing people uh, do when they is cleaned is to use some basic vegetable
Basic
and
vegetables. Yep.
basic vegetable and tofu.
Okay.
Yes, which creates less dishes than nowadays. And I'm appreciate these changes because it shows that Vietnamese people are adapting to modern lifestyle while still keeping their traditional food cultures,
Mhm.
especially um, heading to better styles of healthy living.
Say again? The better style of what?
Of healthy living.
Of healthy living. So because of healthy living style, these days a lot of food they follow the less sugar kind of or low sugar recipe, you know. They follow the recipes that are low in sugar, you know. But I do think that that's not something they should do, you know. Not really. Thực sự nó lạc nhách này. It just made the food very bland. We need food that has flavors, you know. So how has technology changed the way people make food? Okay, let's start with how people made food in the past, like using like what kind of stove, what kind of equipment, and then what happens now. Do we have new equipments? Hello?
Yeah, hello. Yes.
Okay, you're still there. Okay, just afraid like the net, you know.
Instead of technology had changed the way people make food. I believe that it's great a huge impact on how people prepare and cook food nowadays. Uh, Thanks to modern appliances such as
Appliances,
air
appliances.
appliances such
Thanks
as
to
air
modern appliances. Mhm.
thanks to modern appliances such as air fryers,
Mhm.
rice cookers, which becomes more and more popular in our countries. Most of families,
Most of the family đó em bị dính cái vụ most
most
of people, most of gì đó mà.
most of the
Most of
family,
the family, most of the
most
family.
most of the families owns at least once for helping them in cooking. And by the way, microwaves microwaves have made cooking much faster and easier than before. People just need uh, to use to heat leftover food, and they can have a, a hot meal
You can have a hot
as
meal.
soon a hot meal as soon as possible.
Agree.
Yes. Hot and another device that I would like to mention here is induction stove,
Sorry, what's that?
which induction stove,
Induction stove. Yes.
which can relate for gas stove.
Or
It
what?
seems
We can
gas
replace gas stove.
which
Which
can
can replace
replace
gas stove.
car's gas stove. It seems more safety to use
It's safer to
because
use.
safer to use because it generated by
It generates.
is generated by electron.
It generates heat
It
by
by
using up
ele- by using
electricity. Nó sử dụng hết cái điện.
electricity.
It generates heat by using up electricity.
Yes, it generates heat by using of electricity, so people can avoid flames and explosions by gas.
Mhm.
Yes, people no longer need to spend hours in the kitchens thanks to this modern technological device.
Technological device.
Yes. Besides that, the internet has also played a role in cooking. For example, people can learn new recipes from websites, YouTube video, or even apps that allow them to cook new recipes without any hesitation because they don't know
Exactly.
how to repair them. Maybe it's not good at first, but at least they can repair a meal.
Exactly. At least they can prepare a meal. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So it's this topic. Okay, let's move on to another one. No, let's not do this. We did this one also. Let me try something here. Okay, let's do 230. Describe something that surprised you and made you happy. Something that surprised you and made you happy. You should say what it was, who did this, how you found out about it, and what you did, and why it surprised you and made you happy. Question part 3. Do you think money makes people happy? Well, it depends on the cases, right? If you're rich, more money will not make you happy. But if you're poor, of course, money will make you very happy, right? Or
in most
it
of the
depends.
situation.
Yeah, it depends on situation. It also depends on what you think is important in your life. At that very moment, ở cái thời điểm, chính cái thời điểm, ngay thời điểm mình đang nhắc tới, at that very moment. Cái chữ very đó là nhấn mạnh cái chữ moment thôi. So, yep. And do you think people who have more talent are happier than others? If I can speak several languages and I can play several instruments, am I happier than others? I don't think so. You know, they say that actually stupid people are happier than the clever ones, I think. Thực sự là càng thông minh mình không có hạnh phúc đâu. Càng thông minh thì càng có nhiều nỗi sầu hơn. You know, còn càng khờ càng ngu thì nhiều khi lại càng vui hơn. You know, I think. Well, that's something that people need to understand. You know. All right. Other things that make people happy today, the same as several decades ago. Like several decades ago, when people are just trying to earn to make a living, to buy a car, a house, or maybe an equipment in a home, something like that. Of course, they will be happy to buy a TV, but these days, not that much. So what makes people happy today? I'm not so sure. You think about it, probably if they, how can I say, it depends on where you're looking at. Is it a rich or medium income family or poor family, I would say. Now, why do people feel happy when they are with members of their family? It depends, right? Sometimes there are people in the family you don't like. You would not be happy when you're with them. So how do people express happiness in your culture? Like in the Vietnamese culture, do they hug each other? Do they kiss each other? Do they celebrate with each other? Were they happy? Do they invite each other for beer or a drink? Or do they dance with each other? Thực sự Việt Nam không có ai mà hạnh phúc vui quá xong họ khiêu vũ, họ nhảy với nhau. Well, not that really. It's a Western thing, you know. Nó là một cái thứ của văn hóa phương Tây này, I think. Do you think happiness has any effect on people? Bạn có nghĩ sự hạnh phúc có bất kỳ tác động nào lên con người không? I think the question here say that if someone is happy, does it have any effect on the other people around them? I think that's what happens here. Does happy, how can I say, does it ripples? It ripple. Gợn sóng. Lan ra như sóng. Does it ripple? It means that it spread out. Does it spread out to the other people if you're happy? Something like that. Does it have a ripple effect? Gọi là hiệu ứng gợn sóng. It means that the ripple effect means that if you are happy or you're sad, it can ripple out and makes other people feel the same way, you know. All right, how can people be happy? Một câu rất là vague, một câu rất là chung chung luôn á. Làm thế nào để con người ta hạnh phúc? A hard question, right? Thế nào là hạnh phúc? Is it good for people to be unhappy and why? Khi người ta không vui vẻ gì có tốt không? Tại sao? Sometimes when you're unhappy, you might try to improve your current situation. It allows you, nó giống như lúc bị trầm cảm đó. It allows you to be highly analytical in order to solve your problems. Nó giúp cho mình trở nên rất là mang tính phân tích cao để mà mình có thể giải quyết vấn đề của mình. Highly analytical. Do you remember this word? Analysis. Cái từ này. Analysis, sự phân tích. To analyze. To analyze. It's a verb. To analyze something. The adjective is analytical. 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 mang tính phân tích. All right. Thinking time. Okay, can you describe something that surprised you and made you happy?
Yes. The more recent time something surprised and made me happy was when I received a message on the yellow app to meet up with one of my
2 weeks ago?
to meet my close friend,
Ah.
whom I hadn't seen in person for a long time because she lives in another city. I remember I was working when I got a message in the group chat with my two best friends of over 10 years, and she was one of them. Uh, since she was only in town to take her mother for a medical checkup, we could only meet for 1 or 2 hours before she had to leave the next day. So the meetings feel very precious for me, even though we have we had to have a chance to meet each other, to have a time, a moment together. Whenever we do, we never run out of things to share. Uh, and that made me incredibly happy because I know that even when we are separated, we also um, we also mm, we also think about each others and support each other.
I see. Okay, very good, very good. So do you think money makes people happy?
Yes, money can make most of the people happy to some extent because it provides basic security and supports their living. It, for example, if people have enough money to pay their basic necessaries, such as food, housing, and health care, people may feel less stressed about daily life, and it's the basic uh, demand of many people. Uh, Having extra money also allows people to enjoy uh, more expensive entertainment, such as traveling or uh, having hobbies. However, uh, they can enrich their emotional world. However, money alone
Alone.
can't
O-N nha.
alo-
Alone. Money alone.
alo- alone alone cannot cannot always guarantee happiness. Some rich people may feel lonely and precious, whilst others with less money may feel satisfied if they have um, con- if they have a strong relationship, uh, a full a full living in their mind. It depends on each person mindset about money. I think if people feel it is enough for them, they can't enjoy their life. And if they always feel that they need more money, it can put a pressure on themselves. So they can't no way to enjoy their life at all because they always feel that they lost something and they need to do something to fulfill their daily life. It can be overwhelmed.
Maybe overwhelming.
It can be overwhelming.
Yes.
Yes. I believe happiness depends more on balance, having money for a comfortable life, but also having love, health, and meaningful goals. If you have a poor health, you cannot enjoy your life even you have monies,
Okay. You have a
more
lot of
monies
money, but you
than
cannot enjoy.
any any people in this life.
I agree with that.
Yes.
All right, good. So, do you think people who have more talent are happier than others?
That's necessarily
Not necessarily true, right?
not necessarily
Not
true.
necessarily true. Nó không có nhất thiết là phải đúng như thế. Không nhất thiết là như thế. Không nhất thiết là đúng như thế. It's not necessarily true.
Yes, having talent can make people who always feel proud and happy when they can use their talents to support their daily life, um, and receive recognition, opportunities, and sometimes even financial success. Uh, all of them can increase happiness. But talents can also bring pressures because society expects gifted, gift person, gift people to perform well all the time. If even they always be compared with others who have the same
Compared,
talent.
even if they are always compared with others.
Always compared with others who have the similar talents. Um, Meanwhile, people with our special talents, they can still find happiness in family, work, or sim or simple uh, simple personal relationships, which make them feel that they are belonging and they are important to their beloved ones. I think happiness is more about mindset than about talent. So if people feel that their life is wonderful, the life is fulfilled. If you trust a normal person who have no special talent, you
Who have
also
no
can
specific talent.
you also can feel happiness and love in your life.
Okay, very good. So, other things that make people happy today, the same as several decades ago. We can compare the time frame, the timeline. Yeah?
Some things are the same, but others have changed. It's
A chance or change.
indispensable.
Careful.
Chance.
Chance, cơ hội,
No,
chance. Okay, let's try that again. To have a chance to.
change. Some things are the same, but others have changed. And it's a indispensable trend. Decades ago, people found happiness mostly in family gatherings, traditional festival, and daily activities, which they do things together. I mean, it's a unity, a sense of unity, make people feel happy, and their life are fulfilled. Nowadays, people might pursue more things than family value, health, or love. They appreciate materials reasons,
Materialism, you mean?
material reasons such as
Đó là chủ.
money.
They appreciate, trân trọng cái gọi là materialism. Materialism, chủ nghĩa thực dụng.
Yes, yes, uh, such as money, um, modern, modern device
Okay.
that and everything they can own in the world. This makes people happy when they have more things than others because they show their higher status in this society. For instance, many people enjoy social media, online shopping, or travel abroad, which they can't show their uh, their financial situations, their status, and they can boast about their personal image in public, which were less common in the past. And sometimes it may sound ridiculous when people just focus on what others think about them. It makes them happy when people res- people appreciate their outlooking or their on what they show the world. However, inside a person, the core of happiness, like meaningful relationship and sense of security, remain the same in generations. I think the main difference is that now happiness is influenced more by materials, materials and convenience living standards than the past. That is
Maybe it's the better
big.
living standard that causes people to change, you think?
Yes.
Cái chuẩn sống
It's
nói chung là càng giàu lên thì cái lễ nghi cũng càng tăng lên, you know. Yeah, you're right. Better living standards. It's the better living standards and makes people that way, and I believe so too. So why do people feel happy when they are with members of their family? What do you think?
Families often gives people a sense of belonging, love, and safety. So
Agree.
when people are with their beloved one, they often feel happy. They feel understood and supported, especially during difficult times. Spending time together, such as eating a daily meal or celebrating festival events together, have strengthened uh, family family relationships, and people have a moment that they can relax and be themselves without without any thing they have to worry about others, especially what uh, was their colleague, their uh, their client, their friends think about themselves, because families
Doesn't matter.
is a way is a place that people can be themselves.
Yes,
Yes.
but also the
Chil-
family will also say very truthful thing about themselves, you know. They don't lie. Gia đình không nói dối về cái chuyện đó đâu. So they don't lie about those things. If they don't like you, they're gonna tell you.
they don't have to build a public image in
Yeah,
front of their beloved one.
exactly.
They can be phrase guilt. They can be anything they want to be.
Agree.
And people are and their family members can be a place for them to show their weakness,
To show the strength and weaknesses.
their strengths and weaknesses.
Okay, very good. So how do people express happiness in your culture, in Vietnamese culture?
My culture, people express happiness in different ways. Some shows is through smiling, laughing, or others by organizing mm, uh, special events with gifts, going out for dinner with friends or their family members. Uh, during festival, people often express joy by cooking special meals,
Cooking special meals.
decorate, yes, to treat their friends, their family, yes, and decorating their homes. I think these activities boost personal moods very good.
It boosts
Very
positive
very well.
and well, actually.
Very well.
Okay, very good.
Yes.
So-
Younger people.
Yes.
Okay.
How about the younger generations?
Yes, I want to mention younger generation who may share their happiness online more
Oh.
than directly through photos or update news status on social media platform. In general, people like to share good news with their close circle, whether it's yes, maybe success at work, a new family member, or even a personal achievement.
Yes,
So
exactly. Personal achievements. Yeah.
yes, so happiness is often expressed both privately or publicly.
Agree. All right. So, if someone is happy, do you think that happiness has any effect on people?
Yes, happiness has a very strong effect on people's lives. When people feel happy, they tend to be more positive, friendly, and motivated, which dedicate them to a better living, a better goal in their life. When people have when people live with goals, they have more energies and motivations to work on themselves and against better versions of themselves in future.
Better versions of themselves.
Versions of themselves in the future. Happiness can also improve physical health because because it can reduce stress and boosting the mood.
And boosting the mood, yes.
Yes.
But also
In
it can
contrast,
happen in the opposite direction as well. You know, if someone is unhappy, it can have a ripple effect on the crowd, you know.
yes.
Tác động giống như là tác động mà như là cái gợn sóng lên trên người khác vậy đó. I told you before. So, is it good for people to be unhappy, Miss Trúc?
I think that
Like, does being unhappy provide any benefits? Yeah, that's what it is.
I think that it's not good for people to be unhappy. Even in any situation, people should be positive and tries to make themselves try to boost their emotions because unhappy can influence their health to some extent, especially psychological health.
Psychological health.
Psychological health. Feeling unhappy make people make people blame blames themselves. It they can think that they are not good enough to be happy or
Great.
something like that. In the long term, it's very harmful.
I agree with that. In the long term, it's actually harmful. Hại đó nha, phải không đâu?
It can cause it can cause stress and even worse
Even worse thing?
psychological problems
Psychological problem. Yes, correct.
that they have to seek for help
They can
from
seek help. That they have to seek help.
from expert
From
or
experts.
doctors,
From experts.
from experts. Yes.
All right, very well. So I think you know, seeking therapy, it's a very common thing among like people these days. But the problem is most therapy do not really address, they don't address the root cause of the problem. They don't address the root cause of the problem. Most problems are caused by stress or by unhappy childhood, you know. Unhappy childhood or bad family, you know. All right, we can end. Yeah. Yes.
Some people relies on religious belief to
It could work as well.
to have them come over.
Overcome.
I don't know overcome. I don't know exactly whether it's this help or not.
Well, I do think.
But yes, but I show, but I know many people do that.
You know, they go to the pagoda or the church, and then they can feel better after a while. You know, if they have faith, có lòng tin, they have faith. All right, so I think it is good for this week. Let's just end it here. So on Thursday we'll correct the writing, right?
Yes.
Okay.